are back. Surprise. We are not gone. We are here. We are live. We are the All Sports Matters group. A lot has happened or hasn't happened. I don't know which way we're going with on this show, but I guess we're going to allow how they say the waves to take us, right? A lot has happened, but before I get to all of that, I just briefly want to say thank you for being patient out there. We are the All Sports Matters podcast. We are the brothers of the All Sports Matters podcast. I am your host, Amir Sharaz Ortiz, aka Poppy Ortiz 02. Find me on now. You can find me on TikTok. I'm trying to bring that up as Mr. All Sports Matters, but that's neither here nor there. What I do want to focus on is what has been going on or what hasn't been going on. We've been gone. I think last time we were on the air, LeBron made a three-pointer. That hasn't happened in between now and then. Justin Tucker has not made a field goal between now and then. I believe every New York, New Jersey football team has not won a football game since the last time we've been on live. The Dodgers have not paid a dime yet. I think the next payment they will make is in the year 3000. A lot hasn't happened in sports. But before I get carried away, I am not alone. I got my brothers with me. And when I bring them on screen, they go to show up for work, unlike Deontay Johnson. But we're going to continue on with the All Sports Matters podcast. We're having a great time. We're enjoying the holidays. Well, I know I am enjoying the holidays. I know they are. I'm back, and I'm bringing on back. Mr. JB, what's going on?
Hey, what's good, baby? Hey, I do need to correct you. LeBron did hit a three-pointer yesterday. Apparently, that's what I'm being told. So,
he hit one.
He hit one. He was like 0 for 20, or he missed 20 in a row. But he hit one yesterday. It was big news. They were celebrating. They was going crazy. I don't know what's happening. I got all types of alerts. LeBron finally hit. I was like, all right, nobody cares. We in here. What's going on? The Dodgers will not they are not paying anybody anything until the year 2045. So just be prepared for that. Juan Soto come over here, get $732 million. I don't know what happened to your volume just now.
There we go. I got a loose wire somewhere. We will get to all that. We don't want to lose the crowd in boring Dodgers talk.
So terrible. Tragic.
Hey, I know I'm hungry. I know the chef is always hungry, and he got snacks. Mr. Chef, what is going on?
Yes, I'm not in the mood tonight to get on this alcohol just yet. So I'm up here eating gummies right now, trying to get my life together.
Gummies?
Hey, you can't be eating weed gummies on the air, brother.
I was about to say, are they medicated?
We're talking about Harbo.
They make weed gummies too now. Don't let them trick you.
Oprah got gummies?
Not Harpo, Haribo.
Haribo. We are live on TikTok. Also, the All Sports Matters is live on TikTok.
We TikToking?
We are TikToking.
Boy.
Lost now found. He was never lost because we know exactly where he was at. The Titans did win where we was going. I just want to throw that out there. The Titans won the game.
That's the time right there.
Draft positioning. Just want to throw that out there.
I didn't want to see that.
That's the time right there.
I didn't want to see that.
Tank for whoever's gonna be the number one pick. Tank for Shador, I guess. Is that what we're doing? Tank for Cam because Levis is not that guy.
You tanking for Shatter?
Who's the well? Since we're on the subject, who's the real number one? Are we talking about Shador? Are we talking about Travis Hunter?
Hey, if you got a quarterback, Travis Hunter. But
Travis Hunter consensus number one.
So if I'm the Patriots and we end up with the number one pick, you got Drake May, obviously. Get Travis Hunter.
Again, for those that just joined us now, we are the All Sports Matters podcast group. I am your host, Amir Sharaz. Thank you for joining us on Facebook, YouTube, and now on the Tickety Talk on the TikTok.
I want to say Twitter too. I think we're on Twitter too.
Who do we see being the number one now that Trevor Lawrence just woke up this morning from that hit he took on Sunday?
Hey,
it depends on who ends up with
the Jacksonville Raiders, even the Giants. Who we got?
Oh, you mean which team?
I think the Giants go end up with it because they suck.
I think it's going to end up being the Jags because Mac Jones is starting for them for the rest of the year. Trevor Lawrence is done for the year.
He is.
So I think it's going to end up being the Jags. They suck.
The Jags.
The Jags.
It's going to be the Giants. The Giants are a dumpster fire waiting to happen. I mean, at least Matt, you know who I'm talking about. At least the quarterback, Mac Jones.
That sounds like an Alabama comment to me, sir.
Ooh, yeah, because you know he all about them Alabama quarterbacks that suck.
No, it's a comment because the Giants suck.
I think I'd rather have Drew Lock over Mac Jones.
Those out there on the TikTok world, Facebook. We welcome all comments, by the way. All comments chime in. Number one pick, who falls for it, and who's the number one? Who would be the number one? Shedeur Sanders, Cam Ward, surprisingly being mentioned as well.
I like Cam Ward. It's the player that ends up number one is going to depend on the team. Because obviously, if the Jags get the first pick, they're either going to trade it or they don't need a quarterback. Is what I'm getting at. They don't need a quarterback. If the Raiders or the Giants get it, of course they're going to take a quarterback. Then that's when you pick, Cam Ward or Shedeur Sanders. I think it's going to be one of those two. I think those are going to be. This is a weak quarterback draft according to the experts. So I think Cam Ward and Shedeur Sanders are the only two with first round grades.
So who's the third quarterback coming off the board? I'm asking for myself, and I don't think I know.
Either Carson Beck,
Quinn Ewers, yours from
you. I forgot about Ewers.
Are we trusting?
I don't even know if it's going to be one of those two, but those are the only other two that I can think of off the top of my head.
Since we're on the subject, since we're literally on the subject, you brought up Carson Beck. You saw Georgia struggled 8 overtimes against Georgia Tech. Alabama struggled. Jalen Milroe. Is he coming out this year? Jalen Milroe?
I forgot about Milroe.
They were favored by 20 and lost by 21.
What?
They what?
They were favored by 20.
Who? Oh, Alabama
was against Oklahoma.
Oh.
And because of their name, they'll still end up in the playoffs.
I mean, who else has 3 wins against top 25? That's under us.
So the number of losses don't matter anymore. They literally dropped Miami behind them, and Miami only has 2 losses.
But damn, Miami's strength of schedule is like 105.
But y'all
let me tell you something. They do that to Alabama every year.
Okay, let's stop this. Let's stop this right now. Bottom line, if you don't play no ranked teams, you ain't got no talk.
We ain't go act like
team. They played Syracuse, who just got ranked because they kicked their ass. Jim, you shut the hell up. You ain't got no.
We ain't gonna talk about how Alabama lost to Vanderbilt and all these other people. They lost to all these unranked teams. You're not gonna say that they don't do this for Alabama every goddamn year. We ain't gonna do this. We ain't gonna do this on tonight. We is back.
Nothing about them losing to Vanderbilt didn't mean it was garbage. That was garbage. We lost to Vanderbilt. We lost
to an unranked Oklahoma.
They did.
Lost Oklahoma. Got it. Too easy. But then we turned around. We beat Georgia. Did y'all beat Georgia, Jim? Did y'all?
No, we did not. We didn't beat Georgia. We didn't beat Florida. We didn't beat Alabama. And it's the team we lost to too. So it don't really matter.
Beating anybody.
Y'all didn't beat nobody.
Let's keep this conversation top 12. Okay. With that,
which Alabama should not be.
With that being said, if Texas beats Georgia on Saturday, Georgia will then be a 3-loss team. Correct?
They'll still be in. Georgia don't stay in. They're not going to drop.
How does the committee allow Georgia and Alabama to stay in?
Like they are.
I don't know if Alabama stays in.
And the thing about Alabama, we may not stay in because if SMU loses to Clemson,
that's what I was about to say. If
we're not going to stay in. We're going to
end up figure out a way to keep them in.
So it won't even matter.
They're going to figure out a way to keep them in.
That's what I was about to say. If Clemson beats SMU, then Alabama definitely gone.
Alabama privilege. What would they call it?
If Clemson wins, they're not going to push SMU all the way out. They're just not. SMU will still be in it. Alabama will have to move out the way because Arizona State is still going to be there. So it just depends on that SMU game.
Bama privilege. That's all I'm gonna say.
It don't matter.
If SMU loses, we expect Clemson and SMU to get in. If Boise State loses some reason to UNLV on Friday, does Boise State stay in the top 12?
No.
Well, no.
I don't think so.
Comments like that, Alabama is the reason for the playoffs.
It's like
that's why Alabama shouldn't be in there.
This is where I say stuff like this. They make sure this happens for Alabama every year. So, Boise State is not Alabama. They don't have the recognition like Alabama. They don't have the name like Alabama. They're not in the SEC. So no, if they lose to UNLV, they will not stay in.
Who, Boise?
Yes.
Yeah, they'll stay in. That'll only be their second loss, and their only loss is by 3 points to the number 1 team in the nation.
I disagree. I don't think they go stay in.
They lost by 3 points to Oregon.
I hear what you're saying,
and they've ran the table since.
I hear what you're saying, but
I think they'll stay in.
They also have a Heisman favorite running back.
They do. And I hear what both of y'all saying, but I know the way that these people like to vote, and they will definitely vote to go the other way.
No,
that's my opinion, and I can have it. And I'm telling y'all, that's what it's gonna be.
Yeah, no question.
Don't bring it to the table if you don't want us to debate it, sir.
I mean, you can debate it. I'm just telling you, your debate is futile because this is what's gonna happen.
I don't see them allowing.
I read the script.
If Boise loses,
we are live on the All Sports Matters.
Anything is possible if Boise loses.
All sports matters and all teams matter. That's in the top 12. All right.
That's what they tell me, but I don't know.
I'm just saying. Now, Dion is upset because they've been written off. And it was a 4-way tie now in that Big 12 championship. They just ended up losing the tiebreaker and then make it to the championship game. Does he have a beef in the fight?
No.
Because
he's think about it. Jeez.
No. There's nothing to think about.
Think about what? No, not at all.
He got nothing. He got a chance to go sit down and watch the championship game. He's not.
No. He may have a beef about that whole Travis Hunter thing, but that 4-way tie, I don't know.
Now, if anything,
I don't think he has a beef about that.
Be bad about.
So now,
I don't even think he has a beef about that.
He shouldn't be mad about Travis Hunter not even getting nominated.
For the
I thought you meant it. Okay, never mind. I thought
I think he wins the Heisman.
I think he wins it, but I don't think he's the Heisman. I think he wins it.
Who's the Heisman?
Yeah, Boise State running back.
What's his name?
Boise State running back.
Jeanty?
It's Jeanty, right?
Yeah, Jeanty.
That's what I said.
What did I say? Honest.
My thing is,
that's you. That's you, sir.
I was confused. I was confused.
That's you, sir.
So
that's you.
So wait a minute. So I get it. The guy, he's a running back monster. I get that. I do. But have we ever seen a player like Travis Hunter?
Yeah.
Ever?
Yeah.
Who's
Deion Sanders? Deion Sanders.
Not that long. He did not play 114 snaps a game a whole season.
Okay, so you're giving him the Heisman because of the number of snaps he's played.
Do you see the numbers he's put
up?
Do
you
see the numbers
the ball? You're not listening. Fleck, you're not looking at it. Dude has over 1,000 receiving yards on the offensive side. And this dude turns around on defense and is a lockdown corner like Woodson. Woodson was that. Now, I ain't going to take nothing from Woodson on that. Woodson was a lockdown, and he get in some special plays, but he did not have 1,000 receiving yards.
Okay,
1,000 plus receiving yards.
We got a couple comments. I want to make sure we acknowledge our fan base. Bilbo, I'm kicking CMC the FUK off my squad. Alabama is the reason for the playoff. That was Sanders Pope. But he's also an Alabama State alumni, so I'm assuming he's biased. Going out on a limb.
It's a she, and she's an Alabama fan. Yes.
Okay, my apologies.
Okay.
My apologies. But with that being said,
she don't have no picture.
No, all I see is an Alabama State alumni.
That's a friend of the family. That's a Bird. Friend of the family, follow Bird.
So they live in Alabama as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
So again, I'm calling biased on all that. I am agreeing with the chef though. We're going to try to move it along. We got a lot to cover tonight, and we're going.
How do you let him make his point for?
I'm not saying just
close the conversation. Go ahead. Let's move on.
Oh no!
What just happened?
If I'm being honest, Jeanty numbers do speak for himself. We have not seen a running back of that magnitude in a while.
Yeah, I need to hear Fleck response to that though.
Better right now than Derrick Henry's during his Heisman season, Mark Andrews during his Heisman season. So I mean, how do you just automatically say, oh, because Travis Hunter played this number of snaps?
I will say for the same reason, if Boise State loses that game on Friday, they may not make the top 12. It's the division they play, the competition they play, the strength of schedule, and who they play against. You made a great valid point. They're only lost against Oregon by 3. That's valid. But if Boise State loses, again, there's going to be a big conference bias. Boise State, I don't think makes it with two losses.
Well, Fleck more so is talking like, and I feel you, Fleck, because bottom line is, you're right. Dude has put up numbers we ain't seen ever. Like, and I respect it. I just hate that he's doing it at the same time as Travis Hunter putting up the incredible gaudy numbers he's putting up on both sides of the ball. He has an argument. He has an argument. I can't fight you on that. He has an argument.
Dude had almost 200 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns against Oregon. So
yeah, he went
competition no matter.
Yeah, he went nuts. Dude
competition no matter.
I'll ask the people out there who they believe should win the Heisman. I think it's down to Travis Hunter and Jeanty. Who's that third person? You know, they always invite at least 3. Who's number 3?
Milroe? They can bring the water boy that tackled the dude in Cal.
This dude got.
Whoever they invite, they ain't go. They know they ain't for a seat filler.
This dude has 2,300 rushing yards and 28 touchdowns.
Jeanty's stats are stupid. I'm not gonna hold you, but
those are Madden on rookie level numbers.
Both,
what he's done is unprecedented. I'm not taking that risk. And you know what? I wouldn't be mad if he won. I'm actually rooting for him. It's just something about the numbers that Travis Hunter has put on both sides of the ball that got him a little bit ahead.
I want you to hear this. This year alone, Travis Hunter has 92 receptions, 1,100 receiving yards, 1,152 to be exact, 14 touchdowns, right? As a corner. This is as a corner. Then let me go over here and look at his defensive stats. Dude is a freak of nature. This year, this dude has 20 tackles, 11 assisted tackles. He has 1 forced fumble, and he has 2 touchdowns by interception return. No, I'm sorry, 4 interceptions. Dude is a freak of nature, but like you said, Jeanty is too. So it'll come down to either one. Bottom line is, I'm not going to be mad if either one of them win it. But if somebody else has made it call, I'm going to be hot.
Hunter's going to win. I will agree with that. But if I had a vote, he would not get my vote.
I got you. I would be torn, and I wouldn't know who to get.
I wouldn't even be torn.
I'd be torn because bottom line is,
you can't tell me that, this dude is putting up a monster year for a running back. I don't care what league you playing in. You're putting up a monster year because if it was the competition, then we would see it every year. We don't see this every year. So you can't sit there and say, "Oh, it's the competition he plays," because if that was the case, then we would see it every year in that conference. We don't see it.
We're going to acknowledge a couple more of our viewers. Marcus Betts was going on. He said, "What's up, fellas?" A lot of people keep saying Bama. Well, no, this one said Bama shouldn't be in it, period. That's intriguing.
Who said that? Lord.
Reese Edwards. Thank you for chiming in, Mr. Reese Edwards. And there's a woman out there named Charlotte Ortiz that says, "I love you guys." But with that being said,
who's that woman? who's that woman?
With that being said, we're going to move forward, but we're going to stay within the same linear kind of equation. We anticipate Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter moving on to the NFL next year, possibly being 2 out of the top 3 in the draft. My question is to you: does Daddy come along in one of those picks? Is Deion Sanders moving up to the NFL?
I don't think so.
Well, he said he's not, but we all know what that generally means, because he said he wasn't leaving Jackson State and then he left.
Yeah.
So it's very possible that he'll be moving up. I've heard tell that it's possible that he won't. The Cowboys will be looking at him, and whoever drafts Shedeur will also get Deion. But I'd be more interested to see what he does with the whole Shiloh deal. If he does indeed go to the NFL, to the team who drafts Shedeur, does he ensure that they take Shiloh on the back end?
Shiloh's coming off an injury. He's coming off an injury though, right?
No, he played in the last game.
He's been back.
I know he was hurt not too long ago.
Mm-hmm.
He's not up to the skill of, but again, Bronny James is playing NBA minutes. So what the hell do I know?
He's playing G League minutes.
Yeah, he's in the G Development League.
And we'll get to the Lakers in a minute. I know that's your team, and you're dying to talk about.
We're not going to talk about neither one of my basketball teams because they suck.
So do we anticipate Deion moving up, and where do we see him? Raiders, Giants, Jacksonville.
I don't think he's going to either one. I don't see him leaving Colorado. They're putting too much into the recruiting down there right now.
Yeah, I don't
see right now. I think he's at Colorado for at least another 2 or 3 years.
Because didn't he just get the kid? He flipped the quarterback.
Yeah, Julian Lewis out of California, I think.
Yeah, from California. He ain't going nowhere. I don't see him leaving after getting a kid like that.
Yeah. I don't see him leaving right now. But Shedeur and Travis, they're both going to be top 5 picks.
Yeah.
We got a football game tonight, and I will be a farce of a media personality if we didn't anticipate this being the game of the week. Green Bay at 9 wins, Detroit at 10 or 11-1, right? 11-1.
I don't know. It's a short-handed Detroit team, though.
They've been playing short-handed for a few games now, though.
Yeah, but they extremely short-handed this week. Aren't they down like 2 of their receivers now, too?
Not the receiver. They're down 9 on defense.
9 of their
defense. What receivers are they missing?
They're not missing receivers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that defense. Oh.
They're missing 9 on the defensive end.
That's going to be a problem.
But they're second ranked as far as rushing the quarterback. So obviously something's going right. Gentlemen, who do we have winning tonight? By how much? What's the reason that team wins? JB, we're going to start with you.
I think the Lions still go pull it out, and the reason that they go win is Dan Campbell. All those chances he took last year, he's taking them again this year, and they're paying off for him. I think that they're in the right mindset to make a huge run, and I think they pull it out. And we come February, that's who we gonna be seeing.
Chef.
Yeah, I got Detroit winning tonight. I think this is going to be one of those statement games for them. I think they win by 10 tonight.
They're also playing at home, and obviously playing indoors has been favorable to Detroit. Mr. 2.5 belt, talk to me. How does this game turn out?
I'm gonna go against the grain. I'm gonna give it to Green Bay. I think they needed to stay in it. Detroit's 11-1. Minnesota's 10-2. You know what I'm saying? That division is rough. I'm gonna give it to Green Bay as a game that they need.
That's a tough
division. They need it.
Yeah, I'm giving it to them as a game that they need.
I'm glad you brought it up. And my next question is, how the hell is Minnesota 10-2?
Everything falling into place for them. Evan O'Connell's doing a hell of a coaching job.
They say the sun shines on a dog's ass every once in a while, huh?
Should be coach of the year. You got Sam Darnold, and you're 10-2, definitely coach of the year. I'm gonna go on a limb. I'm gonna go on a limb and say he's won it. If he finishes 12-4, he's won that coach of the year.
If he finishes 12-4, he didn't play a game.
And let's not sleep on the fact that they're doing this with Sam Darnold as a starting quarterback.
I feel you,
and he was Sam Darnold was the first quarter MVP.
Yeah, that first 4 games, he looked amazing.
Let's not sleep on that fact.
Yeah, he looked
and
amazing.
The defense.
Once they figure out that Justin Jefferson is still on their team.
Yeah, what's up with that?
He hasn't really done much of anything lately.
Yeah, exactly.
So once they figure out that Justin Jefferson is still on their team, they're gonna be hell.
Yeah, it's crazy that these teams is forgetting that they best players are on their team.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate you for bringing that up.
Yeah, because I don't know how you sign Derrick Henry and don't run him the ball.
No,
don't give him the ball.
Running the ball.
Don't give 22 the ball.
He's the number 2 running back in the league right now.
He really
last couple games, though, they're kind of not giving him the ball.
They've also been in shootouts though.
No, they've settled.
Not the receiving back.
They wouldn't even be in no shootout. They've settled for a quarterback draw and running with Justice Hill over running it with Derrick Henry.
I mean,
because Derrick Henry is not a receiving back, is what I'm getting at.
But you can still run with him, although he did get tackled by Cooper DeJean. Though I don't.
If they are in passing situations, if they are in passing situations, Derrick Henry is not your receiving back.
They're not going to put him in for that.
That's what I'm saying.
I am glad.
Much on the passing.
We're going to try to move along, and I am glad that you guys brought up the fact of the Ravens. And I'm going to stick with the Ravens, and I'm coming right to the chef. And Legatron is not Legatroning. Is it time to move on from the Hall of Fame kicker that we know as Justin Tucker?
Yeah, it's time for him to take it to the crib. So when you start missing these bunnies that he's been missing lately, and I get it, it's not normal for, those are not easy kicks for regular people, but he's not regular. So it's at this point, you just need to go ahead and fold up shop, take it to the house, and keep your legacy intact. You don't need to because now you're not even the most accurate kicker in history no more. You're behind. I forgot the guy's name.
Eddie
Pinheiro also missed. Who also missed 2 field goals the moment he got named the most accurate kicker. So
it was too much pressure.
Maybe they don't want that title right now.
It was too much pressure.
Did you say he's missing kicks that normal like?
Yeah, I don't know what normal people he talking about.
He was normally.
Because I was about to say he was missing like 35 and 37 yarders.
He's missing every
normal kicker.
No, but I'm saying
he said normal people.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
What normal people he talking about?
Maybe I should have said normal kickers.
There you go. You know, those words kind of matter.
I was about to say he was missing 40 and 37 yarders.
He's missing. Drill.
I will.
Yeah.
We're going to try to move along a lot to cover. Thank you for those that are following us on YouTube, Facebook, and on the TikTok. I see you. I will share those numbers at the end of the day. I'm gonna say in division, the 4-8 Cincinnati Bengals play the 5-7 Dallas Cowboys. Don't look at the records, but both teams are still in the hunt for a playoff spot. More Dallas than Cincinnati, but what is going on in Cincinnati and who wins that game on Monday Night Football? JB, talk to me.
Cincinnati and Dallas. Ugh. This is a game where you want to say that Dallas is going to lose because Cincinnati still has Joe Burrow and they still have Jamar Chase. But since T. Higgins has come back, they have gotten Jamar Chase involved less and less. So I feel like the Dallas Cowboys will pull this game off because they want to force feed T. Higgins. They don't want to see Jamar Chase for some reason. So I think Dallas will win this game simply because it appears that there's some type of turmoil happening in Cincinnati that they're not talking about. So I'm gonna go with Dallas. It's gonna be a close game. It's gonna be like 17 to 19 or something stupid like that. But yeah, it's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be all that great of a game.
If there's any game this year, I'm gonna come right to you, Fleck.
It'll be high scoring.
If there's any game this year that is gonna be 52-50.
You know what? You're right. Because neither team plays defense. You're right. You're absolutely right. Yeah, you're right.
Game that's gonna be 52-50. Go ahead, Fleck.
Yeah. They're 17-19. No, that's gonna be the score after the first quarter, maybe 17-19. That might be the score after the first quarter. Cincinnati. I got Cincinnati winning, and I got them winning in a blowout. They put up points. It's just the defense can't stop anything. So do I trust Joe Burrow or do I trust Cooper Rush? Who do I trust more? You know what I mean? So in that case, I'm trusting Joe Burrow. I got it being like 45 to like 20 Cincinnati. It's gonna be points on the board.
Yeah, you're right, Robert Robinson.
You don't trust
Robert Robinson said the
and no, they're not force feeding T. Higgins because Jamar Chase is still getting his.
Yeah,
I played Jamar Chase in fantasy the past 2 weeks, and he almost single-handedly beat me.
I've never seen a team lose. I believe it's 3 games when they've scored 33 points or more.
Exactly.
They lost 3 of those games. The Bengals' defense is atrocious.
Joe Burrow leads the league in passing touchdowns.
I get it.
4-7.
No, I get it.
And they're 4-7.
I didn't say that the offense was bad, but they just can't figure out ways to win games.
Yeah, but it's not the offense's fault, is what I'm saying.
Where are they playing at?
They are playing in Dallas.
Okay, I changed it. Cincinnati go win. Dallas can't win at home.
Well, they won at home the last 2 games, so they changing their season, and the NFC
they play.
It's quite possibly that the NFC, that 7th team can go in there with an 8-9, 9-8 record. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
Speaking of 8-9, 9-8 record, that is the record that's going to win the NFC West.
Yeah.
Now, the top 2 teams are facing each other this Sunday. The Seattle Seahawks playing against the Arizona Cardinals. Chef, talk to me before I allow the 49er last place guy to answer, which is a shock to all of us, because even if they were healthy, it didn't seem like they were doing well. But either way, it's not about the 49ers. Let's focus on the top 2 teams, Seahawks, Cardinals. Who is winning Sunday to take that lead in the division?
The Birds.
So, I think Gino's going to put on a show for the game. And I don't know what's going on with Kyler. He's all over the place. One game he's playing okay. One game I don't know who he is. Anywho, I think Gino's gonna put on a nice game that game. And when does is DK hurt right now?
He's in and out.
Yeah, he just hurt while playing.
Yeah,
he's not 100%.
He's not 100%. But I mean, Smith and Jigba still been doing his thing. And
he's finally being the guy that everybody thought he could be. Yes,
right. And the run game has been really nasty with Walker and Charbonnet.
No, it hasn't. That's been Seattle.
It's been hard.
They keep giving the ball to Charbonnet over Walker when they need to just feed Walker.
Their running game has been suspect. That's been Seattle's issue. That's been Seattle. That's their running. Their running game has been suspect these last few weeks.
Like
Charbonnet has been pretty decent.
He has been, but Walker been carrying the load, and you get down to the goal line and you take Walker out and push Charbonnet in. What are you doing? Seattle with goal line.
I am going on the other side of the ball, and I'm going to you, Fleck, on this one. I'm going to the other side of the ball and talk about the Arizona Cardinals, who got away from the running game a little bit. They're doing more Trey Benson than Connor. Harrison has not been looking like Marvin Harrison Jr. He's just looking like Jimmy Harrison III of somebody else. I don't know what's going on. He's not a Marvin Harrison. He's not playing like Marvin Harrison. You touch him, he is not. What's going on in Arizona?
I have no clue. But Trey McBride and Michael Wilson has been Kyler's go-to guys.
Yeah.
For whatever. I don't know what MHJ got going on, but for some reason, Kyler's just like when he does throw it to him, you know what I'm saying? It's 75-25 on whether he's gonna catch it, and the 75 is him not catching it. You know what I mean? So I don't know what he has going on. I don't know what's wrong with Marvin Harrison.
I'm not understanding that big back is not catching nothing.
Maybe it's because he's not being as involved as he think he should be, so he's like playing all lackadaisical or whatever. I don't know.
What playing what?
Lackluster.
Lackadaisical.
Not really doing anything.
No.
Did I say it wrong?
Say it again. Yes, you did. Say it again.
Did I say it wrong?
Yeah, it sounded like you said Giannis.
And I'm the one with the speech impediment.
Lackadaisical.
Lackadaisical. You missed that D. You said lackadaisical.
No, I didn't.
No, you said something else. It wasn't that, but you said something else.
He ain't have a Z in there. I know that.
Yes, I did.
Say it one more time.
What did I say?
No, say it one more time.
I will not. I will not entertain this.
Like identical.
This tomfoolery. I will not entertain this tomfoolery.
They're like identical.
Again, we want to go to the comments because we want to bring everybody on board. Robert Robinson, welcome.
Shout out to my boy Robert Robinson.
Burrow is having an MVP season. Yes, we definitely know that on the offensive side of the ball. But if you end up 12, it's going to be irrelevant, and turmoil and sissy is that the defense can't stop.
Obviously, nobody on Cincinnati team play defense.
We all agree on
that. Hey, they need post back.
There's another West battle that's happening. The surprising LA Chargers are playing the Kansas City Chiefs Sunday. Both teams are projected, obviously, to go to the Super Bowl. I think Kansas City is like, you take away the fourth quarter, and they might be owing God knows what. But what's going on with that game? Who takes it? KC, LA Chargers, 8-4. Chargers are 8-4. That has to be coaching. It's the same team. It's the same team from last year.
It's not even the same team. They lost a lot of receivers.
They lost a lot of receivers, and they got a couple of running backs from Baltimore.
And
they do what they do. They got hurt.
And they got the same injuries in Baltimore. Like we always knew they would.
They lost Austin Eckler.
The number one receiver is Ladd McConkey because Quentin Johnson,
a rookie,
got his hands in TCU.
Yeah.
At least he don't refuse to go in games.
He may as well. He ain't doing nothing when he get in.
Is he in the game, son?
Doesn't matter.
Hey, he's out there playing decoy.
But is he out there?
He's
playing decoy.
The Kansas City referees, I think they win that game.
Yeah,
not the Kansas City referees.
Kansas City refs, I think they win that game.
I think even the refs are Kansas City winning because those last couple of games, Kansas City could have blown it. The problem is the time management on the other side. They give Mahomes a little bit too much time.
They do, but
drive.
When you supposed to call a false start and you call something else after it was a false start.
Everybody else moved but the quarterback. The quarterback didn't call nothing. No. Everybody else moved. The ball was hiked. That was not a false start.
The Kansas City ref's right tackle, he moved before everybody every snap. You could literally call a false start on him every snap.
It was horrible.
He already lines up 7 yards in the backfield.
Yes, on the Chiefs. Yes, we
on the referees.
Yeah, we've seen that.
Let's call them by what they are. The Kansas City referees.
You saw they lost one of their best players last week. They had to cart him off the field.
The ref, I saw that.
That was sad. So sad.
I saw that. They might be out for the season.
Hate to see him go down.
Chiefs, Chargers, who wins by how much? Talk to me.
I got the referees winning by 6.
That's so hateful.
They will kick a field goal. Oh no! The Chargers go have it at the end, and something go happen.
The Chargers defense has been playing good, and Mahomes hasn't been Mahoming this year.
No, well,
I will say that.
He's been throwing 300 yards the last 3 games.
The Chargers will go catch a interception at the end of the game off of Travis Kelce. They will call defensive holding and give them the ball back, and they will go ahead and kick a field goal and win the game by 3. My bad, NFL. I just gave up the script. My bad.
Chef, talk to me.
I mean, there's no clue.
Appreciate
it's Kansas City, bro. The refs are going to make sure they win. I can guarantee you that. There's no question in my military mind.
Even Chef knows that they're the Kansas City referees.
Yeah, they're going to make sure they win, brother.
That's a Sunday night game, by the way.
Another that's Amir's second team. He don't like
one more game that I'm intrigued at. I am moving on.
You don't like
before we move on.
Wow, that's blasphemy.
The many bricks that LeBron has been laying. He's been laying a whole foundation for his son, just not the one on the court. I just came up with that. Another football game that's intriguing.
That was funny.
Hey, the Bills and Rams. I know the Rams are 6-6, but for some reason they're not an easy win. They're not an easy loss. They're every game has been a struggle.
6-6 in front of the 49ers.
And a top 10 quarterback could be MVP in Josh Allen.
6-6 puts them in front of the 49ers.
They are. That's why I said the last place 49ers.
I don't understand where the amount of hate came from with somebody who has somebody that's trash at their quarterback. I need you to calm down, sir.
I know my team's trash.
Will Levis, Mr. Mayonnaise.
Gentlemen, we have an audience. We have to move on.
We do, and they like to hear us debate, sir.
That's not a debate. That's
they love to hear it.
Those are facts.
This segment of Sassiness is brought to you by Sprite. We're moving on.
He said, "That's Sprite."
The Cupcake Company.
Moving on. And speaking of Sprite,
LeBron
James was a spokesperson for Sprite.
You're not gonna do that. What did you just say? Spokes what?
Person.
You ain't something a damn person.
Yes, I did. And he didn't say like a days ago. He didn't say like a days ago. We're moving on. Because I'll meet you halfway. All of LeBron's shots lately have been like a days ago. There, I met you halfway. Talk to me. What is going on?
I don't know what's happening.
With the Lakers. JB, this is your time.
Oh, we finished. Get the Bills and the Rams.
Yeah, we finished talking about them. Okay, all right.
The segment of Sassiness cut it off.
Oh, all right. I guess. Well, all right.
I'm going to patent that, by the way. Segment of Sassiness.
Urban, do it before somebody else take it. The Lakers are in mid-season form. It was funny because last year when they won the mid-season tournament, they was all excited, and then they lost and got eliminated, and then they was like, we don't really take these tournaments serious. So they in mid-season form. LeBron is still mad that Bronny is still with the G League and not flying to the away games. Anthony Davis is putting up 37 points and nobody is helping him. So they gonna be the Lakers
last night, didn't he?
He only had like 12 points last night.
Yeah, he didn't have nothing last
night. Yeah. He did nothing. They can't all do.
On the team did nothing last night. They lost by 41.
They did. They got punched directly in the throat. They didn't even get punched in the face. They got punched in the throat, and they just sat on the bench.
Tyler Hero.
Right, Tyler Hero.
Was 41. He dropped like
41.
They lost by 41.
No.
Yep, they did. They got dragged by the back of the collar, and that was all she wrote.
Get over here.
So okay. In all fairness, we can't talk about just the Lakers without mentioning what's going on in Golden State. They started off hot. We thought it was a revival out there in Golden State. That those teams was 1-2 and 2-3. First month in the season. Now they're like 12-13.
12-8. Golden State.
Don't mess with the joke. I was going
12-8. What happened?
I'm here. I don't know where Jim went. Jim went to go cry because the Lakers just bricked another loss.
Now I was getting some late breaking news. I'll tell y'all later.
Okay. Either way, we all know that one. He didn't make another 3. We get it. Either way, a team that is the other team is not making 3 either because Steph Curry is a maintenance sit out tonight.
I hate it.
Draymond Green is hurt. Andrew Wiggins is hurt. Is it time for LeBron
they still got Buddy Hield,
Steph Curry to just go sit down somewhere?
I feel like Steph Curry go and sit down anyway after this season. I feel like he done everything he needed to do. The last thing on his bucket list of things to do in the NBA was win a Olympic gold medal, and he did that this summer. So I feel like this year may be his last year anyway. He's already been gearing up to do things on the outside of the NBA with golf and everything else. So he's probably on his way out. We can probably bet on that. LeBron, I think it's time for him to sit down too. We knew he was trying to stick around long enough to see his son make it to the NBA. So I think he go sit down, and Bronny, unfortunately, is going to be retiring 2 days after LeBron does.
Those out there, Chef, before you chime in, I'm coming right back to you. For those out there in the Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok land, chime in. Is the time for LeBron and or Steph Curry to move on. Chef, what you got for us?
Bron, I don't think either one of them going to move on this year. If anything, Bron might retire maybe next year, because one thing Bron is going to get, he's going to get his farewell tour, and he's going to get it all the way across the league. So I don't see him leaving right now, and his farewell tour ends up being short. Steph, yeah, probably. It probably would be a good time for him to retire, but I think he got some more in him. So I don't see Steph going nowhere probably for another year or two. If anything,
From what I know about LeBron, he created the segment of sassiness. He just didn't patent it. I'm gonna keep using that. I don't care what anybody say.
Not the segment of sassiness.
Fleck, is this the end of an era
for LeBron?
And or Steph Curry?
Well, I mean, yeah, we know that it's coming to an end. I don't know if that's going to be like Ralph. I don't know if that's going to be this year or next, but we know it's coming to an end. Mm-hmm. We know that they're on their last legs. We know that.
Thank you, Captain. We're talking about right now.
Well, mother, you asked me. I'm answering your question.
Hold on, Kevin Durant right there with him too.
So I mean, I think Steph has more longevity than LeBron will, so I think he'll last longer than LeBron will, because of his game. Steph's game is built on just shooting the rock. LeBron, a lot of his game is, bully ball, athleticism. Did I say that right? Did I say that one right?
You did.
Okay.
But
now spell it.
I don't think that bully ball is working for him. That's why he was trying to shoot all them threes.
Right. And that's why I said, that's why his game is, that's why I said he's definitely on the tail end of his. I think LeBron might actually try to wait for Bryce to get to the league, to be honest with you.
I would not be surprised. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised.
I honestly think that.
He actually,
I don't know if he's going to be able to last, but I actually think that.
He had more chance of playing with Bryce than he do Bronny, because Bryce is better than Bronny.
Well, Bryce has been looking kind of suspect this year.
Yeah. But he's still better than Bronny.
Right. I mean, the thing I'm getting at is I think he might actually try to wait for him, is what I'm getting at.
To play with both of them?
To play with Bryce, yeah.
It'd be crazy to have all three of them on the court at the same time.
We all know that Bronny is LiAngelo and Bryce is LaMelo as far as skill set.
Not LiAngelo. Oh, my God. You couldn't even be Lonzo?
I think Bryce might be more Lonzo.
So they got to make another one for it to be.
Yeah, I don't think they got a LaMelo. LaMelo actually got game. I don't think they got a LaMelo.
That's how I feel about it.
I don't know, man. Don't say that too loud around your sister. She will attack you when you talk about LeBron and his offsprings.
Oh, she will, but I also hang up the phone.
Attack you?
No, Amir.
Oh.
Wait, you got a sister?
He said your sister.
I know, but do you have a sister? So why are you trying?
I do have a sister, actually. Yeah.
Where's she at? We'll talk offline. I don't know. I don't know about this one.
Like, wait a minute, I do got You
got random siblings just popping up.
Yeah, I didn't know that. See, we learn something new every day here on the All Sports Matters podcast.
Never where you just don't be on the podcast for a while.
So
just pop up.
Really quickly, December 14th, Army-Navy game. Noon Central Time, 1 o'clock Eastern. We will be live at the local VFW here in Texas.
The local VFW.
Yeah, I forgot the number, but I will be at the local VFW. My friends, my brothers will be on the other side of the screen, as we always do. But we'll be live. Hopefully, we'll have some special random guests. We're gonna be cutting up a little bit, commemorating the Army-Navy game. And hopefully we have a complete playoff picture where we will be covering the playoffs that day as well.
VFW 3892.
There we go. 3892. You would think I would know, right? Because
you may have seen the flyers floating around.
I was about to say, yeah, I had to pull up the flyer.
3892 VFW. President Sean Marsland, appreciate you for
that
bringing
dude in the back of the flyer look crazy.
Real briefly, we got a couple minutes left before we get off of here and watch this Detroit Lions Green Bay game via Detroit. I'm gonna stay in LA and be like, it's blasphemy what the Dodgers are doing. It's not fair. They should be held in contempt. They need to go to Congress. I don't know what needs to be done, but being $1 billion, right under $1 billion deferred money until 2044 is just not right.
It's crazy.
I'm sorry, is this coming from a Yankee fan?
It's facts that Yankees has never
won the
World Series.
Can I say it?
Go ahead.
No. You said coming from a Yankee fan. So can I say it?
Yes,
it's crazy.
You can say it.
It's crazy.
It's insane. It's
well, I know. A Braves fan can say it because they don't have no money, but Yankees, no. I don't
Everybody has money. Hell, the A's just spent $67 million today, and they never spend money. Everybody got money. They just don't want to spend it.
Well, the Dodgers obviously don't want to spend it either.
They don't have anybody to spend it on when everybody's going to the Dodgers, and the Dodgers are paying like, I'm paying this guy 50 cents this year, and I'll give him the rest in 2075.
Well, maybe your people should have figured out a way to defer payments and extend stuff too.
Nobody knew that was
Freddie Freeman.
Every June 1st, we make fun of Bobby Bonilla Day.
That's July 1st.
The only contract we ever knew that got deferred.
July 1st.
July 1st. Sorry.
Pay respect to the Mets.
You got Bobby Bonilla. You got Ken Griffey Jr., who's still the second highest payer on the Reds roster.
Used to be.
Bro, y'all are gonna be paying Shohei Ohtani damn $600 million when he's 75.
That's fine. That's fine. Wait till you see what they do for Soto. It's about to go crazy.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you, and it's not me hating. It's what's the point? If Soto goes to the Dodgers, I'm not watching baseball next year.
What? Why?
I am almost there.
It's gonna be great.
Why would I need to?
It's gonna be great.
Why would I? Yeah, if you're a Dodgers fan, yeah, I guess it would be.
It's gonna be an amazing time. You should watch.
I will meet you guys halfway. If the Yankees make it to the World Series, then we won the championships. I won't watch the World Series. I'll go that far. Whoever wins the American League, is a champion. There, I said it.
I'm not watching.
The champion of what? The American League? Yeah.
As soccer players will say, world champions of what? I know they hate it when Boston won. That was hilarious, by the way. But either way, I hate what's going on out there in LA right now.
I mean, don't hate, man. That's not a good look for you, man.
What? It's not fair.
I mean,
but before we
how is it hating though? How is it hating?
He said he hated.
I hate it.
It's me choosing not to watch it.
But he said he hated. That's why I said don't be a hater. It is not a good look. He said he hates it.
Because what's the point?
I'm just saying don't be a hater. He said he hates it. I'm saying don't be a hater. He don't have to be a hater.
And I'm asking what's the point? What up, Choke?
You got to
check in.
Choke been checked in, man.
Before we get out of here, Chef, you got something for us?
Literally, I saw something earlier today, and I'm still kind of thrown by it. Since 2020, there are two teams that have averaged 27 points a game or more. Two teams. The number 2 team is the stankin' Dallas Cowboys. Who's the number 1 team?
The Kansas City Refs.
No.
Oh, the Bengals probably. Shit.
Nope.
I'm gonna go with the Ravens.
Since when?
It's not us.
Definitely not us.
Since when?
Since
when?
2020. Since
2020, the Detroit Lions.
Nope, that have averaged more than 27 points per game.
Green
It ain't
Bay?
the Detroit Lions.
The Dolphins?
Nope.
No,
Okay, I don't know. I'm out of guesses.
Wait
It
till
sure
I
felt
tell
like the San Francisco 49ers. I know that.
No, it definitely ain't y'all either.
27
Dang,
points a
Saints,
game.
Cowboys. The Eagles?
Nope.
I was close.
He said I was close. How do you know you were close? The Bills?
Buffalo Bills.
See?
Yeah.
Philadelphia is close to Buffalo.
28.2 points per game since 2020, which I wouldn't have never guessed that.
I want them all tested for steroids and PEDs.
Of course, because they don't play for the Dodgers.
Really?
That's why they don't be. That's why they don't be cold in all that snow.
You want some tested because they don't play for the Dodgers.
They don't play.
Well, they play football, so I would think they wouldn't play for the Dodgers.
The Dodgers might try to sign them too.
He might.
You
never know.
They might call up there and see if they can get him.
I'll support it. Go ahead, Josh. Get your.
Dodgers might try to sign them too.
You go send an email talking about why can't we get a guy called Kiko Alonso?
I'm just saying.
Dodgers might try to sign them.
We'll go across. We'll go around the room before we cut out here and start watching Thursday night football. JB, you got something for us?
Nah. I'll finish it off.
Segment of sassiness.
I finish it off, sir. You come to me last, remember?
Yeah, but that's not. That's the outro.
I got nothing else. I don't know what to say.
NXT deadline this Saturday.
NXT deadline and UFC 310 is also on Saturday. They both will be. So I'm glad you brought that up. Alexandro Pantoja will be defending his, I believe, his flyweight title.
Take it.
Don't quote me on that, but I know he's defending a title. I don't know if it's flyweight or. Yeah, it's flyweight. It is. Strawweight is defeated.
Before you go out, Amir, recruiting numbers, because they just did the recruiting class for 2025. Jim, you're number 8 currently. Y'all got a really good class.
Is it Jim or LSU? I didn't know Jim was recruiting.
No, you already know Jim. Don't do that. Don't act new now. Don't get.
I am very much out there on the
road of sassiness.
Oh, no, the reason I don't know if he's recruiting for the Dodgers or what are we talking about?
I'm very much on the road recruiting for the LSU Tigers right now. I'm
Amir and Notre Dame, y'all got the number 12 recruiting class. Fleck, y'all got the number 11 recruiting class with Florida.
I'll take it.
And Alabama is number 2, but Texas is number 1.
Well, of course they are.
You can't compete with that money.
I'm gonna give a little shout out to Flex. I'll come right back to you. That quarterback you guys got, I like that kid. I hope he stays in that system. Yeah. Florida got something with him. I like him.
And that entire offense is mostly freshmen, so they got a chance to do something.
I hope they stick around.
I hope so too.
I think they're gonna be good next year. I think next year Florida is gonna they're gonna turn the corner.
We need it.
Offense, I like the way they're going.
Look, them boys got 7 wins this year, and I wasn't expecting them to get 3 or 4.
Hey, they put it. They came out and proved everybody wrong, man. So
they put it towards the end of the season.
Keep going.
They definitely did that. They rallied around the coach because he was gone.
Yeah, no.
I like it.
I want to
keep it going.
They were not getting rid of him. And once they gave him that vote of confidence, it seemed like the players rallied around.
It will be on a Tostitos bowl, so that's a good thing.
Hey, we're going to the toilet bowl, but I'll take it.
Keep it going.
Look, we're going to the toilet bowl, but I'll take it.
We got it. All Sports Matter Bowl is happening.
All Sports Matters bowl.
We want to send well wishes to Woj.
Wojnarowski.
Hey man, I'm praying for him. Hopefully,
well wishes to Woj.
For those that don't know, pancreatic cancer. He left ESPN
prostate.
to be.
I thought it was
prostate cancer. I know it was a P. I was gonna say positivity, but rest in peace, New Day. There's still gonna be New Day though.
There's still a New Day.
There's gonna be a New Day with a twist.
Let me tell you something.
Bill Belichick trying to get another job.
If they don't stop Big E's girlfriend from going
in, sister. Me Jen
She been playing them out. Goodness gracious.
Hey, we literally talk about all sports here on the All Sports Matters podcast.
She told Thursday Burger King crown.
We try to be here, Facebook, YouTube. Look us up, All Sports Matters on YouTube, All Sports Matters Facebook page.
Go to YouTube and subscribe. We need them. We need those. You ain't gotta watch nothing. Just go subscribe.
Like and subscribe, baby. Like and subscribe. We ready.
It don't cost you anything to subscrib. Just go
hit a like button. Hit a like button.
And subscribe. We in there.
Add me on. We got 1.4K views on TikTok. I told you I'll throw a number out there, and I haven't made it up. Whether it's 1 second or 1 minute, we'll take it.
Hey, they popping in. Let's go.
We're moving on with that. With that,
shout out to everybody that joined us tonight.
We appreciate you all. Chime in as much as possible. Heck, watch the show later and chime in there. We'll talk.
Right. We appreciate it. Numbers is numbers. Let's go.
We got football tonight. Packers and Lions. JB, take us out.
All right. Well, you know what we say. Some people like football, baseball, and basketball, while others like hockey, soccer, and NASCAR. But right here, all sports matter.
Watch the conference championships this weekend.
This is odd. This is awkward.
It is. It's very odd. Here we go.
Very awkward.